Hi everybody, and welcome to our snack-tivity for the week. We are making Honey Nut Cheerio granola bars that you can make at home with just a microwave. Miss Shantae is going to be your lovely set of hands today. So, the supplies we need: you need a bowl for mixing, and if you only have a small bowl for your microwave, then you need a bigger bowl to mix everything else in. You need a 1/4 cup measuring cup, a teaspoon, a stirring spoon, a pan of some kind to chill everything in, and then your ingredients are Honey Nut Cheerios, and then some chocolatey something. I like pomegranate bits, so that's what I have. Some butter, some brown sugar, some honey. I have an assortment of nuts and craisins, because that's what I like, and some vanilla. And all of this stuff can be found at Dollar Tree, so it's super easy to have. Alright, so Miss Shantae, the first thing we're going to do is measure out a 1/4 cup of the brown sugar into our red bowl. And my sugar's in a plastic bag because I brought it from home today. Alright. And then we also need a 1/4 cup of our honey. And if you make a mess, that's why we're doing ours in the kitchen. You can also, if you don't like honey or you've got someone allergic to honey, you can use corn syrup. Anything good and sticky, because that's just binding it together. And the honey works really well with Honey Nut Cheerios. That just looks fun. And then the last thing going in our bowl is going to be a 1/4 cup of butter, which is half a stick, or 4 tablespoons, whatever works for you in your head and your measurements. I guess I should have gotten Miss Shantae a knife, huh? That is a really large knife. And that lovely little mixture is going to go in the microwave for 1 minute to start. When that's done, you are going to stir your mixture for a few seconds. It's going to be still very grainy at this stage. We are melting the sugar. This is kind of a super quick caramel to help hold everything together. So, yep, that looks good. Because we're going to chuck it back in the microwave and do this twice more. So it will microwave for 3 minutes total. So after your 3 minutes, it's going to be very bubbly, very hot. Be very careful. Please do not burn yourself. Younger ones have mom or whoever adult-like is nearby pull this out for you, because by now it's smelling really good and it should have thickened a bit, like you can see. That's because the sugar and the honey and the butter all cooked together to make a ooey gooey caramel sticky mess. Once you have it stirred a little bit, you're going to measure out a teaspoon of vanilla and add that to your mixture. And you want to be careful, because when you add the vanilla, it might bubble up around it. Vanilla causes chemical reactions when it is added to heated sugar. So just make sure you don't get burnt. Oh, ours didn't today. Go figure. I talk about cool chemical reactions and then it doesn't happen. There it goes. All right. I was getting ready to say, wait a second. All right, and when you've got that mixed in, we're going to leave that for a minute and add our dry goods to our big bowl, because we're going to add the hot stuff in at the very end. So go ahead and add, if you've got a little bag like me, add your whole bag of Cheerios. If you've got a big box, you're adding 2 to 3 cups, just depends on how how many bars you're wanting to make. Whoop. Apparently, even though I cleaned out my bowl, it didn't stay clean. So that's the base of our granola bar, even though I'm calling it granola. There's no granola in it, but our cereal bar. And then you can add your chocolate bits and your nutty bits. Make sure that if you have anything you're allergic to, you don't mix them into your cereal bar. That would be very bad, guys. So if you get a mix of nuts like I do, make sure you don't have any allergies to them. There was one at the store that had mango that I could not have. All right.
And clean up as you go along.
Yep, makes it way easier and means that the adults aren't going to yell at you for making a snack. All right. Then you're going to pour your caramel mixture into your big bowl and mix it all together with your spoon. Also, note that your spoon's going to stick to things, so I recommend paper towels, guys. And I know this doesn't have smell-o-vision, but it smells good in here.
It does smell good.
You want to make sure everything gets as good and coated as you can make it. It doesn't take a lot on any piece to get it good and sticky. It should kind of stick together like Rice Krispie treats if you ever made those. Or if you've ever eaten those, you know how sticky those can be. And once you've got it mixed, you're going to pour it into your pan that you can refrigerate. I've just got a small one because I want my bars a little thicker, but you can have them thin, and you can use a cookie sheet. You can use a plate if you really want to. Got it. Ooh, all my chocolate melted off my pomegranate bits. You can smush it down with your spoon. You can get a bit of wax paper to smush it down. They don't have to be perfectly flat, though. All right. I said no, I want to be stuck to the spoon. And then these are going to go in the fridge for a couple hours, and then they'll be ready to cut and eat and be super tasty. And that's it. That is our snack activity for this week. I hope you guys enjoy. Say bye, Miss Shantae.
Bye.